Hello everyone, my name is Almaz Mirzayeva. I am Erasmus Mundus Scholar for MARIHE program, which is an international master program in research and innovation in higher education. Today, I am greeting you all from the beautiful campus of Thapar School of Management, situated in India. Erasmus Mundus program is an international master program funded by the European Union, and it gives me a chance to study all over the Europe. But you may be wondering, what's the connection between Europe and India?
Our MARIHE program is so unique that it gives us a chance not only to study in Europe, but also to have a study trip in Asia in order to have a more global perspective in terms of the management of higher education. So that's why I studied my program in Austria, then went to Finland, then had my internship in the Netherlands, and now I am at Thapar School of Management in India because it's an official partner of the MARIHE program and the consortium.
So, since we're done with the introduction, now let's come back to the purpose of the video. As soon as I came to India and started exploring the country and its higher education system, I was amazed by one fact. When I was talking with the local students here at Thapar, they told me that they were already hired, although they just started the academic semester. And I was really amazed how they secured their job well in advance before graduating. Then we had some lectures about it, and I learned that it's a common practice at Thapar School of Management. However, I also learned that it's not a common practice all over the country, and most of the higher education institutions are facing a problem of graduate employability. So I wanted to learn how Thapar Institute managed to be so successful about graduate employability. And I thought the best option to do is to ask employers and the people who directly hire from Thapar, so to learn from real practice. So, to find an answer to my question, I interviewed several employers and asked them some questions, such as why do you hire from Thapar? What are the key qualities you are looking in the graduates you hire as a company? And what do you think other higher education institutions should focus on or should do differently to be also successful in terms of graduate employability?
Okay, hi. Myself is Dr. Sunena Datta, and I am representing HETIC India Private Limited. So this beautiful girl Almaz is there, and she has been, asked us certain, the questions, and I'm going to answer one by one. The number one is that why do you hire from Thapar? So according to me, it's been an association with Thapar. It's a very long and very close association with them. This university, if I talk about, it is ranked foremost on the national and the global, higher education and ranking institutes. And they are having, not only the good students that we hire them, we had also seen that they have the extended centers for their startup. They have also started up with the skill development, and they have also having, giving a levage to the students onto the entrepreneurship. So it's like the students, it's not only that they're going for the jobs or something, they can start up their own. And I have seen that the many students, they have end up with their startups at a very, what I can say is very large scale, and they are doing pretty good. So I hope I would able to answer this. Now, the second is what are the qualities and the essential attributes that we look forward for the students is, yes, I tell you what, HETIC India is actually a furniture fitting. It's a globally recognized company, and we are having furniture fittings, and we take the, the sales engineers. So in Thapar is the institute where we get a technical as well as the, the managerial, both, the qualities in a student that we are looking forward for. And the best thing is that the students, they are always willing to learn. They are proved to be in very effective team members, and they are critical thinkers. So it's not only they're given individual thoughts, and they are having, in fact, we have seen that the student has been taken from the Thapar, has been grown in our, in our company, and have reached to a higher level. So it means that they have been having that managerial abilities and the capabilities, and they can able to reach to that ladder once given certain, trainings under HETIC India. And because they are having that basic level of understanding, that is the reason they're able to reach to the higher level. So there are many things I cannot give you, but because the time limit is very short. But yes, the students, they are, proved to be an effective team members rather than, they are very team players. And that's the reason they are proved to be an effective leaders also. So it shows that they're having the leadership skills as well as, the good communication skills at that level. What should the third question was that what are the, considering the job market, what are the key areas universities should focus on in order to enhance students' employability in India? Okay, fine. So if I consider the job market, if you consider it in my area of HETIC India, it's a very niche. We are a very niche players into that. But then the students, they are good into the communication, they are good into the negotiation skills, but still that, the confidence that they are carrying with them is somehow shaken up when, they have been put under certain pressures, because they are not used to that. So that way we need to have certain workshops to be conducted through the people who are in the industries. They can come conduct certain workshops apart from the workshops that we do normally. Like we do many communication skills workshop, we do time management skills workshop, we do not like that. It should be onto the live projects. So the students can be taken to our plants. We are having our own manufacturing plants. They can be stayed there for 1 day or something, and they can have that live, the examples and the live projects in front of them. In fact, what I have done is in the Thapar, we have taken certain 3 or 4 interns with us for the marketing last year. And, out of them who've proved to be the good players, we have given them the, the roles on the company roles. We have took them onto on our company roles as well. So it shows that yes, the students need to have that kind of a chamber wherein they have been exposed to that industry atmosphere, and once they get heated up, they can become a good mold. Then they can be, come across and can be fitting up in the industry wherever the requirement is. I hope I would able to give more onto this, but because of the time, Almaz, I can able to stop here only. But then the live workshops and the interaction, the industry interface, along with that, more and more interaction with the students on somehow where they are having their quiz competitions or something is there. There should be more interactions with the industry during their curriculum, which will increase their exposure towards the industry, and they will able to understand much better. So that is my only concern areas, and we should look into that. Thank you so much, Almaz. Thanks.
So, Thapar, why we hire from Thapar? The answer is quite longish, right? So, if I talk about my personal experience, why we started looking for candidates from Thapar is because of the demographic diversity that we were looking for the organization. India, as you know, is a vast country, different cultures. The food habits change after I guess, every 50 kilometers or 100 kilometers, you'll have find a different culture, different language spoken. So the idea for us was to hire from Thapar so that we can have a demographic mix for the organization. What we look for a candidate from a campus directly when we are hiring from campuses, because these are fresh minds, right? And you can mold them as per the organization's need. When you hire somebody who's a lateral, has an experience of 5-6 years, when you hire them in different roles, they carry a baggage from the previous organization and previous experiences. So hiring a fresher gives an organization a fresh context, and from an organizational point of view, again, if you see, it's easy to mold them into the culture of the organization, and you can see a lot of retention problems are taken care of, because these people tend to spend a lot of time with the organization, and they stay with the organization for a longer period of time. That is one major benefit that any organization gets when they hire directly from the campuses. So yeah, and the kind of qualities that any organization look forward for in a fresher is mostly how much logical they can think of. If I see any hiring that I do, I from of a fresher, you look at the competencies like communication, logical thinking, reasoning uh, behind the answers. So that's the major thing. And then you also check on the openness that they have, right? Because coming directly from a campus into an organization wherein there's a slightly different culture, because campus, you are enjoying your student life, and then when you come and join an organization wherein it's a professional it's a professional environment, uh, so you try to check whether these people will fit into that kind of a culture or not. I think the campuses at this point of time in India, where they are lacking uh, is a professional attitude in the students, wherein the campuses can work more. They can give them an experience. Not only when we say experience, typically campuses go for training programs or an internship programs. They try to look for these students. The idea is so where we lack uh, uh, in the students, the gap area that I feel is the lack of professional attitude that they should carry, and the campuses can work on that. Uh, More work need to be done on building that professional attitude when somebody joins any professional course. May it be an engineering course or a Master of Business Administration courses or any other course for that matter. That professional attitude should be developed when these students are in the campus, and I think that will help them in a longer run, and that will help organizations to actually get a good talent from the campuses, and the hiring process will obviously become smoother when we are hiring from the campuses.
As we just heard the opinion of the employers, it would be also interesting to see the issue from the second perspective, from the institutional side. So let's talk to the Dean and Director of the Thapar School of Management and ask the professor what is the key of this success.
MBA at Thapar School of Management. Whenever you consider an MBA, the first question that comes to your mind is your placement. What after my MBA? At Thapar School of Management, we passionately focus on encouraging all our graduates to get into a journey called excellence seeking. And a journey of excellence seeking. What is this journey of excellence seeking? A mindset or a temperament of doing it better than before. Continuous improvement. It's not about meeting a set quality standard. It's not about encouraging someone to be perfect or perfection seeking. Excellence seeking is wanting to do it better than before. And also, we encourage them to be intellectually ready, not just corporate ready. Corporate readiness would follow if you are intellectually ready. What is intellectual readiness? Excellence seeking plus intellectual openness and intellectual humility plus critical thinking. So that's what we do. Excellence seeking, intellectual openness, intellectual humility and critical thinking. That will make them intellectually ready, and it is very easy for them to find a good job. Almost 60 companies come to campus every year. We have been very successful in finding jobs for at least 95% of our graduates, and this is true year on year. Thank you.
So, at the end, first of all, I would love to thank Professor Nair for giving me a chance to do this interesting project, the employers, of course, for participating in the project, and MARIHE program in general for this unique experience. Thank you all.